Hey guys, Cooper Carter here for G66, and in this video I want to show you just how quickly you can get great tone and build an entire guitar rig with the AX8, Fractal Audio's amp modeler and multi-effects floorboard designed specifically for live use on the stage. Think of the AX8 like the little sibling of the AX2. All the same industry-leading tones and effects in a rock-solid, easy-to-use floorboard configuration that's so portable you can throw it in a backpack and take it on a plane. Just like its big brother, the AX2, the AX8 has over 250 different amplifier models. It has over 150 different cabinet models, with 512 user slots for your own impulse responses. It has dozens of cutting-edge effects, including over 30 different drive pedals, 40 different reverbs, compressors, delays and echoes, EQs, modulations like chorus, flanger, phaser, rotary speakers, pitch shifters, wah-wah pedals, and more. It has a built-in stereo looper with controls mapped out across the AX8's buttons. With all of this, the AX8 delivers an expansive palette of tones that you can effortlessly call up in the studio or on the road. It'll give you everything from crystal clear cleans to the ever-elusive edge of breakup tone. Warm overdrives and classic crunches. Extreme modern high gain. Soaring lead tones. And some pretty mind-bending atmospheric and special effects. These sounds are immediately accessible in 136 factory presets, with hundreds more empty spots for your own presets, arranged in easy-to-access banks of 8. The AX8 offers direct knob adjustment of familiar amp settings like drive, master, bass, middle, treble, presence, depth, and level. 4 different switch and pedal inputs let you use an expression pedal like the Fractal EV1 to control a volume pedal, or a wah, or pair a pedal with the extensive modifier system within the AX8 and maybe control a delay mix, or even the frequency of a filter, or your amplifier's gain level. Use output 1 to send a full signal to front of house, and use output 2 to send a signal with no cabinet simulation to an onstage power amp and physical guitar cab. Just like with the AX2, you can edit the AX8 on your computer over USB. AX8 Edit is easy to use. It gives beginners quick access to all the features they need to get a great tone, and it offers more adventurous users an absolute goldmine of advanced features and tweakability. Do you want to precisely set the speaker resonance of your amplifier? Or maybe tweak an intelligent harmonizer so that it plays along with you on a custom scale? Maybe you want to dial in the exact frequency and resonance of your perfect wah pedal? Or just retube and rebias your amps, with no risk of electric shock? The AX8 allows you an unprecedented level of control over your sound. The easiest way for you to quickly get a great tone is to just scroll until you find your favorite amplifier. But I'm going to show you just how quickly you can go from the completely blank AX8 preset to a stage-ready, fully switchable guitar rig in just a few minutes. In my intro to the AX8 video, I used a single coil cutlass and put together a preset and a rig with a kind of mid-gain, edge of breakup type tone. So in this video, I'm going to use my JP15 with humbuckers, and we'll create a high gain rig. The first thing I'm going to do is run a digital cable all the way from the input of the AX8 to its output. If you strum your guitar now, you'll hear a faint direct sound. Next, I'm going to right click and put in an amplifier block. There are dozens of high gain amplifiers in the AX8, so pick your favorite. I'm going to go with the USA Lead Bright, which is based on the lead channel of a Mesa Boogie Mark IV. I'm going to turn up the input drive a little bit, and the overdrive. I'm going to take the treble up a little bit, and I'm going to take the bass way down. Now keep in mind you can also adjust these kind of settings on the front of the AX8. Next I'm going to go to the EQ page, and I'm going to dial in the classic V-scoop. Now I'm going to right click and put in a cabinet block. Again, so many cabinets to choose from, but I'm going to go with number 108, the Petrucci V30, which is a mix of different impulse responses taken off John Petrucci's cabinet. Let's take a listen to what we've got. Now I'm happy with that right there as a dry tone, but let's put some effects on it for fun. When it comes to high gain rhythms, I'm from the Rush Dream Theater School of Thought, so I always like to have a chorus available. Let's use the Dimension 1 chorus type, and I'm going to take the depth down a little bit. And let's hear what that sounds like. So now let's put in a delay. I'll pick the digital stereo, and I'm going to switch the ratio to 50% so we get a nice ping pong effect. Now let's add a drive pedal. You can't go wrong with the TS808, it's a classic. So I'm going to take the drive down a little bit, I'm going to bypass our chorus, and let's see what we've got for a lead sound. We can't have a lead without a wah pedal, so let's put in a wah-wah block. I'm going to select the Crybabe. And now I'm going to right click on the control knob and select the external 1 modifier. By default, this is connected to the first pedal jack on the AX8. So I'm going to plug in my EV1 to the pedal jack 1 using a TRS cable. And now I'm going to set the auto engage of the effect to medium speed. That way, when I move the pedal, the wah will engage, and when I return the pedal to the heel position, it'll turn off fairly quickly. Now for something a little extra, I'm going to put a multi-delay in the preset. I'm going to select the Plex Detune delay type, and this is going to give me a really huge atmospheric sound. Also, check out how finger responsive this tone is, even with such a high gain amplifier. Now the AX8 doesn't have enough processing power to run 2 amplifiers at the same time like its bigger sibling, the AX8. But just like in the AX8, most blocks have 2 different states you can switch between called X and Y. So using the amplifier blocks XY, we can have 2 completely separate amps in this preset. I'll switch to the Y channel, and I'm going to select the USA Clean amplifier type, effectively the clean channel of this same amplifier. I have my chorus, my delay. Let's see what that sounds like. Perfect. So now we've got a great core tone and some different effects we can put on top of it. Now it's easy to assign all of these different effects to the different foot switches on the AX8. Any switch can be either momentary or latching. I'm going to leave them all latching for now, but keep in mind that momentary can be pretty useful for quickly activating a special effect or just having a switch on for a split second without having to double tap. I'll put my drive pedal on number 1, the chorus on number 2, the delay on number 3, my multi-delay on number 4, and on number 5 I'll have my amplifier XY switch. Since I'm really running the clean and the lead channel of the same amplifier, this is effectively a channel switch. So with just a few minutes in the editor, we've put together an entire guitar rig and assigned all of the effects to different foot switches. Now, if you're playing live, you're going to be doing a good bit of tap dancing to turn those effects on and off in the way that you want. So instead, let's set up some scenes. Think of scenes like presets within a preset. Every preset has 8 scenes, and every scene can have a different number of effects turned on and off, different XY states activated, so that essentially you can press one button and switch to a completely different state of your rig. So I'm going to have scene 1 be our clean sound. I'll switch my amplifier to the Y channel, I'll have my delay and my chorus. In scene 2, I'm going to have my rhythm crunch, so amplifier on X and cabinet. Scene 3 is going to be my chorus rhythm sound, so I'll turn on my chorus. Scene 4 is going to be our chorus delay sound. Scene 5 is going to be our lead. And scene 6 can be our big atmospheric multi-delay sound. I could add more scenes to 7 and 8, but I'm going to leave it at 6. Make sure to save your preset. So on the foot switch screen, you can see that the effects are mapped to the foot switches we put them on. I've got some magnets here that remind me what the default settings for the function switches are. So if we click function switch 2 once, the light will turn on and we can select any scene 1 through 8 by stepping on the foot switch. The light turns off and we're back to foot switch mode, where each foot switch will turn on and off in effect. But we can also hold down function switch 2. The light starts flashing, and now we're in sticky scene mode, where 1 through 8 will select scenes until you click the function switch again. Depending on the gig, you might just have one preset for the entire show and switch between scenes throughout the set. Or you could have a different preset for every song and switch between scenes for verse, chorus, and solo. You could also set up a custom foot switch configuration where you have scenes, presets, and effects all on one foot screen page. But that's for another video. So I'll put my AX8 in sticky scene mode, and let's listen to how these scenes sound when we switch through them. So that's our high gain rig, fully switchable, lots of effects, and ready to hit the stage right now. It didn't take us any time at all to put it together from a blank preset, but keep in mind, most of the time, I've just used presets live that are factory presets with a couple of different tweaks to them to make them fit my style of playing. So every time you want to get a new sound, you don't necessarily have to start from a blank preset. But if you do, I hope this video has shown you that it's really easy not only to get great tone, but also to create a fully switchable stage-ready guitar rig in just a few minutes. For videos that'll show you how to get even more out of your AX8 and all other Fractal audio products, keep it right here on G66. I'm Cooper Carter. Until next time, take care.